What's up, everybody, and welcome back to LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Today we are going to be wrapping up the campaign playthrough with Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Should be ending on a real banger here with this one. We've got the Jabba Palace, rescuing Leia and Han, and we've got the speeder chase. We've got the epic finale duel with Darth Vader and redemption arc. Lots and lots to go over this time, so this should be a heck of an exciting wrap up to this campaign playthrough. Let's see what we've got here. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Chapter 1, Jabba's Palace. That's right where we should be. Luke Skywalker has returned to his home planet of Tatooine in an attempt to rescue his friend Han Solo from the clutches of the vile gangster Jabba the Hutt. Little does Luke know that the Galactic Empire has secretly begun construction on a new armored space station, even more powerful than the first dreaded Death Star. When completed, this ultimate weapon will spell certain doom for the small band of rebels struggling to restore freedom to the galaxy. Very nice. All right. Oh, that was a little jittery there. And another great shot. Very reminiscent of the opening of New Hope with the Star Destroyer. I love it. And we've got the Imperial shuttle arriving with Lord Vader. I believe he's going to go and I think he's going to reprimand the guys for slacking off on the construction. Things taking a little too long. A little too much holding of the clipboard and a little too little actual work happening. So he's got to go straighten out the project. You know, things typical bureaucratic construction project, running long, running over budget, over time, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, down on Tatooine, 3PO and R2-D2 are going into this foreboding Jabba the Hutt palace. What a great location. I love Return of the Jedi. It's probably of the original trilogy, it's probably my least favorite, but I mean that doesn't mean it's just because New Hope and Jedi are Empire Strikes Back are so amazingly good. That's the only reason I quite enjoy this movie. It is arguably where Lucas starts to lean into the little kid stuff a bit more. And so, you got opinions on that. What are we doing here? Oh, hey now, what are you doing? What stop it. Yeah, this would be the point where Lucas, he starts to get a little more kiddie, with the Ewoks and stuff. I don't think it's too bad. It gets a lot worse in the, I don't know. The prequels aren't too bad in that aspect either, in the sense of, it's not as good. But there are so many great, what are we supposed to be doing here? Let's see if maybe Chewbacca can do something here. There we go. Yeah, he's got a stronger gun. Yeah, so come on, show me the money here. What are we doing? There we go. We got another one. There we go. Hopefully we're not going to get plagued. The last couple episodes, I had to do some serious editing to get rid of a lot of frustration that I was running into in several of the levels. These early LEGO games are, let's say, they're not the best at letting you know what you're supposed to be doing next. You can get nothing's particularly difficult mechanically, but sometimes you don't really know what it is you're supposed to be working on at any given time. It can be a little vague. Hopefully we're not going to run into too much of that this episode, because as a result of that, they were pretty long. Uh-oh. we go. Hit that. Hit that. And that should stop these guys from spawning. Perfect. Yeah, lots of a bit of frustration in the last, especially in Empire. Ooh, nice. Close that up. So we're hoping there's going to be a little less of that. But I will say that even with the frustration, it was kind of nice having longer levels. Things weren't over too quick. And as always, these levels are littered with references to the source material. It's just lots of even little tiny things that if you're a fan, you're going to notice it right away. There's Luke. You're going to notice it right away. As a fan, if you're not a big fan, then you probably won't notice it so much. But yeah, that's what makes these games so darn good. I am noticing there's stuff a little out of sequence from the movies here. I gotta close these up. In the movie, Leia is already captured at the beginning. Luke arrives, Chewie arrives with Lando, so we got some stuff out of sequence a little bit here, but that's okay. Let's see what we got. Get rid of that. Let's put some stuff here. What are we doing? I know we got to go get that bounty hunter helmet again so that I can... This needs to be pushed over the button. Here we are. I should be able to go up here and... Oh my gosh! It's a red brick. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have collected our first red brick. I didn't think that any of those would be collected on the campaign playthrough. I don't know which one that is. We're gonna check. I don't think there's a way to. Let's see if there's a way to. Maybe you need to. You might need to wait until the end to actually buy it. I know it shows up in this list here. Yeah, we got to finish the levels before we can buy it. But we'll. I'm pretty sure that the red bricks are not generic. Each one is specific in what it does. So, it would be too much to ask to say that that's one of the stud multipliers or the mini kit detectors or something like that. Those are the ones I care about. A lot of the red bricks I never care too much. They're fun, if you want to get 100%, you need them all. But the ones I always care about are the multipliers because that gets your cash flow working. And then the like the mini kit detectors and things like that because that helps you to find all the collectibles and things that you missed the first time through. But yeah, that was a sweet surprise. I was not expecting that at all. Very, very cool. Oh, hey. Not sure what this is getting me. Don't know. I think we need to close probably another hatch that we need to close right over here. Yep. Hat knocked off. Take them out. Excellent. And what else we got? We need to jump and shoot. No. This feels like I should be doing something here. Ah, there we go. Nice. That should open that door up. Perfect. Yeah. See, this level's already going really smoothly. This is on so far is on the list. Very reminiscent of the movie and not super confusing. What are we supposed to do? Bounty hunter thermal detonators. How do I get the bounty hunter thermal detonators? If I put the helmet on, does it give me the detonator? I am not aware of that, if that's true. Let me go get the helmet again. Right there. So by putting the helmet on, I know that that gets me past cameras, but does putting the helmet on also give me... It does! I did not ever really notice that before. That's great news. All right, cool. So it doesn't just get you past the security. It gives you the secondary powers. That's fantastic. Good news. Let's go close this up. What are those guys called? Those guys were called Gamoran Guards, I believe is what they were called. What we got here? Nothing. Oh, yes. Mini kit. Oh, we're collecting lots of stuff this time. It's slick. Here we go. And another side. Lovely. I'm hoping that we're going to fight the Rancor in this level at the end. There's going to be a little boss battle with the Rancor. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like that's going to fall out from under me, and I was right. Oh, whoopsie doodle. Oh, that's nice. I can let those guys fall. Excellent. Yeah, so I guess we don't get to have the whole. I don't know if we're gonna get the Leia in a bikini here, because she is right here with Luke, which is definitely not in the movie. She's long captured and been, inappropriately dressed by Jabba by this point. So I don't know if we're gonna get any of that. Maybe they're gonna keep it out. It's a kids game, so they might not want. They might not want that in there. What do we got? We got R2 and we've got... Oh, all right, great. Don't see what this thing is moving. Oh my gosh. All right. So I just finished up editing this latest episode, and I'm going to do a quick interject because you just saw the little stealth edit tag right down there just before I cut in here. Just letting you know, this was an extremely frustrating playthrough and lots of long segments of me trying to figure out what to do. I was, there was a lot of blaming that's going on in this thing, talking about the jankiness and everything. And I still stick by that, by the way. There's jankiness going on in here, but I don't think I realized how tired I must have been when I recorded this thing, because I'm going back and I'm watching and seeing all the ways that you do certain things that I ended up having to cut out because it took forever to figure it out. And I'm always seeing some little thing that I missed, like a little light lights up when something's in the right place and the other thing isn't lit up. And when you slide it in, it does light up. And the fact that I didn't see that it wasn't lit up lends me to, 10 minutes of stuff that I'm cutting out because I'm running around and all this, and little knobs on the floor that I just didn't notice. And all, little things, some of the big obvious ones, like the big icons right in the middle of the screen saying that you have to kill these guys before you can progress. And I'm like not noticing that I should be killing those guys right there. So get used to it. You're going to see a lot of these little stealth edit tags. And as I got further and further, I was like going, oh my gosh, I think I must have slept really poorly before I did this, did the recording. All right. So I'm going to go back and enjoy the rest of the show. Grumble. Oh, you know what? Forgot that I have Luke, and Luke has the Force. Yeah, by this time, Luke is a full-on Jedi. Here we go. There we are. Let's probably controls this thing. Excellent. Let's move it here. Yep. Okay, we just stand on it. Move it over there. Can I get this over a little bit? All right, what am I trying to do? I'm well aware that this thing is doing something. All right, let's try move it over there. See what we're doing. Come on, baby. What are we doing? Maybe. There we go. Nice. All right. Got it. Got it. That wasn't too bad. Let's move this over to the other side. All right. That's just giving me a way to double jump, so I don't need the Jar Jar jump to get in there and get these guys out. All right. And yes. All right. Let's send R2 over here. Send 3PO over to the other side. Open that up. Not you, Luke. 3PO. Good job. Open that door. There we are. And on to the next room. Let's put this together first. What do we got? Nice. Huh. Does it let you keep putting it back together again? It does. All right. We don't want to hear it. All right. So we got a little bit of an update. So I've been talking over the last several episodes about Lego sets and the ones I like, the ships that I enjoy as we've been going through this journey, like talking about all kinds of things. And one of the things that I'd mentioned is wanting to, there's a few different ships that I was interested in getting models and creating. And the big one was, what do we got? What is this guy doing? I feel like, what is this guy doing? I don't know. Let's close these things up. Maybe we'll work that out later. And as a result of that whole conversation, I talked about how my favorite Star Wars ship is Slave One. Boba Fett's from the original trilogy, Jango's from the prequels. And that's been my favorite ship, and so I've always kind of wanted to pick up a model of it and build it, and I finally did. I'd been talking about after that whole discussion, I did a little research on what was available, and there was actually 2 sets available. One was a newly released, rather large, expensive set. The, what is it? Ultimate Collectors, UCS, I think they call them. I think there's another hatch open somewhere. I feel like there's still guys spawning. Oh yeah, it's up there, dum-dum. And I decided I didn't really want that one because it was like $300, and I was like, I don't want to spend $300. I could see spending like two. Two's kind of maybe a little over that, but that's kind of my limit on what I'll spend on. As much as I like Lego, I'm not spending. I have like sort of my own little internal limit that I set for spending, and I should bring Chewbacca up here because you know what? I am. The gunplay is just mechanically, it's way easier to kill guys with the gunplay than with the lightsabers. These early lightsaber. There you go. There we go. Take that out. And then the second, to get back to what I'm saying, I keep losing my train of thought. And then the second one was a smaller set that had actually been out for a little while ago that I hadn't known about. And it's not, they call it Jabba's starship. It is Slave One. It's the same ship. It's just different paint job. It's a blue. It's blue as opposed to green. That sort of theming. What are we doing here? Did I come in this way? I did. What is next here? All right, we figured this out. We did not see these little doohickeys down on the floor here. See these? That was, I just went right past those multiple times and did not see them. And obviously, this is what's going to do it. This is going to get R2 up there. I'm guessing. Ugh, what a pain in the butt. Anyway, so I was talking about the Lego ships, and hold on, get him over there. So I did finally pick up the less expensive Slave 1 Lego model. Let's see. There we go. And it makes a little ramp. Oh, that's going to get everyone up here. Awesome. So, yeah, I picked it up. It's, where is it? Right there. We've got, hold on. Here's, come on. There we go. Here's our little Django figure, which I'm a big fan of. It was, yeah, so it wasn't too bad. Can't remember exactly what it cost, but it wasn't outrageous. It was under $100, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's give or take, somewhere around there. And let's take R2 and bring him over here. Yeah, but it was really fun. It wasn't, I did it in when I buy these things, I tend to split them up. I don't sit down and do the whole thing in one shot. A lot of people do that, you know, because they're fun. And so you'll just sit down and you'll build the whole thing. I tend to like break them up over a course of days. So, you know, you get, I think that thing came with 6 bags. And so I basically just did 2 bags a day, which didn't take too long, and did that over the course of 3 days and put the whole thing together. And it was really fun. So I did finally get my ship. There's a couple other things I've been looking at to pick up. I was thinking about the Milano from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a very cool, that one's a little more expensive, but it's a really cool model. And I was, come on, there we go. I gotta close these hatches. So as I went to the Lego store. We have one at the mall near us, and I was kind of browsing. I was looking for that ship, but I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted. I wanted to kind of browse, and you know, I set a little budget of I set like a $200 budget. So you know, that'll get you something decent, but it also keeps it, you know, within reason. I'm not going to go spend $500. And so I went there and looked around. I did not find you can buy them online, but I like to look at them in person. And the stuff that I was interested, I did not find the ship. So I ended up, I did look at the Batman Arkham Asylum, the DC Arkham Asylum set, which is awesome. It's absolutely awesome, but it's $300. And so I was like, you know, I am known to go over my budget a little bit sometimes. You know, I do set these budgets for a reason though. And so if something goes way over, I'm not buying it. As much as cool as that thing was, I wasn't going to buy it. I could do it if I felt like it. No. So come on, baby. Die. Oh, there's Han. Close these things up so we can go explore this a little bit. I see Han right there. Amazing. So yeah, so 300 was too much. I was looking at it. I looked at I like architecture sets a lot. I think I've talked about this. I showed you back there. I have a lot of the cities, and I have Hogwarts Castle. I am a Harry Potter fan, but the reason I bought the Hogwarts Castle is because it's a castle, and I like the architecture of it a lot. It wasn't purchased specifically because it's Hogwarts or that it's Harry Potter. So I was looking at some of the architecture sets, and wait, before we do that, there's another one over here. That's going to open up a mini kit, and this should unlock this as well. Now, this isn't a bounty hunter, though. I need a bounty hunter. Where is he? Okay, there's a helmet for the stormtrooper. Let's go find the helmet for the bounty hunter. There it is. It was one room back. So, yeah, so I like architecture, and let's go ahead and have Chewie rescue him instead of Leia. In the movie, Leia's the one that did it, but we're going to go ahead and break canon a little bit and have Chewie be... Oh, and I switched to I should have kept it. That's a little inconsistent going to the cutscene. There it is. Nice. Very good. Oh, Han. Oh. Is he blind? Oh, she finally admits that she loves him. Very nice. And there's Jabba. There's Jabba. Oh, you ugly little slime. Are they gonna capture her? Looks like they are. And down they go to the Rancor pit. Are we gonna fight him? I hope so. I think it'll be a good fight to fight the Rancor. Yes, it is. Ah, come on. Let's lead him away. Get him over here and get that built. Build that fast enough. And that should let me jettison up here. I think Luke, I need Jar Jar or something to get up there. All right, we need R2. What else do we need? Oh, that's how we're going to get. All right, yep, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let's get, we need 3PO here. Let's get him there. We need R2 over on the other side. This is going to probably build. Oh, there we go. Those guys act as a distraction. Let's open this one up. Nice. What we have to do is we have to get him in here and then get the door to crush him, because that's how they took care of him in the movie. So what we'll do is we'll hit him. Come on, buddy. Oh, he did not like that. Oh, interesting. All right. Yeah, so we got to bomb him a couple of times. Get him over here. Come on, buddy. We need to get him over here. We're going to bomb him a few times. Come on. Come on over here. All right. There we go. Nice. All right. Yep. We got to get these guys out. And then get that one. Yeah, these lead them over for whatever reason. He picks them up and he walks over to the bomb, and then you can hit him. Looks like if that guy's not in his hands, he won't be hit by the bomb for some reason. Where are you going? Where's he going? He's gonna go over here. Come on. Yep, there we go. And boom! All right, cool. All right, so each guy leads them to a different area. Yeah, that was pretty neat. It was mechanically kind of cool. A little strange, a little hard to intuit, but still fun and definitely in theme with the movie. I think we're gonna end the level here, or are we gonna have another level where we're on the sand barge? Oh. Look at the tail. There we go. We've got what's that? Captive Leia now? No, Slave Leia, Captive Leia, whatever you want to call him. Yep, that ends the level. Okay. Next one's going to be the sand barge. Level complete. Free play unlocked. We got Super Zapper. All right, that's not a particularly exciting red block. I don't care about unlocking that right now. I'm not spending studs on it. You got to save all your studs for the multipliers. First, ×2 or any of the other ones that you manage to get your hands on. That's what all your studs need to go to first. So got one mini kit, 2 mini kits, and we move on. Excellent. Continue story. Chapter 2. Let's see what chapter 2. This should be, like I said, this should be the Sarlacc pit and the sail barge. Return to the Jedi. Chapter 2. The Great Pit of Carkoon. Work continues on the new Death Star, and the future of the galaxy appears increasingly bleak. On Tatooine, Luke Skywalker is in the grip of Jabba the Hutt, along with Han Solo, Chewbacca, and Princess Leia. Jabba takes his prisoners across the Tatooine dunes to the Great Pit of Khartoon, where he plans to feed them to the fearsome Sarlacc beast. But even with backup from Boba Fett, Jabba has severely underestimated the powers of a Jedi. So it's actually Sarlacc's the name of the creature, Great Pit of Khartoon. It's not the Sarlacc pit. It's the Pit of Calhoun. Actually, never really knew that. I think they do say that in the movies, but I don't think I much ever paid attention to that dialogue. So that's pretty cool. Nice. And we're going over here, and I think we're gonna, yeah, like I said, I think we're gonna work our way through that sail barge and get ourselves to a point where we blow that place up and escape. There's Lando. Glad he got to show up. One of my more favorite aliens is actually right there. That guy right there that's pushing him off there. I actually love those. Yeah, I've always thought that they were great aliens. I can't remember the name of them, but that would be a minifig that I wouldn't mind having. Is nice. Very good. Let me know in the comments what those guys' names are. I know he's got a name, but I don't know what it is. But I kind of dug him. I like the spear. I've always enjoyed spears and all that. So what do we got? Let's get moving. Like that. So yeah, you know, I just realized I still haven't talked about. I keep talking about and not saying what I actually ended up buying. That I went to the Lego store looking for something, and I looked at the Arkham set, but it was $300, and I didn't feel like spending $300. So that's too far above my budget. And so let's see if I can let's kill these guys. There we go. Take them all out. So 300 was too far past my $200 budget that I wasn't about to do that. I looked at the Willy Wonka set. I'm a huge Willy Wonka fan. I always loved that movie with Gene Wilder. The newer ones with Johnny Depp, not so much a fan of those. I love the old set. So that set was actually, I came very close to buying that one. I was looking at, I think it was like 220. So it was a little over budget, but not too bad. And so I severely considered it. Oh, Boba. Let's see. Let's do the double jump. Here we go. We'll jump, attack. Double jump, and attack. Come on. Why am I not hitting him? Maybe I need, let's go to Han. Maybe I gotta shoot him. There we go. Yep, shoot him. So I looked at that, and I thought about it, and then I was like, you know, I'm not gonna get anything. And then I was looking at as I said, I like the architecture sets. So I was looking at some of the, what are they called? The modular. They're buildings, basically, that you can, you buy the buildings, you put the buildings together, and then you can kind of stick them together to create little cityscapes. And I was looking at some of those, and they had the, what is it called? The Tudor corner unit, which is like a little European Tudor. It's got there's a little inn in there. There's a clockmaker and come on, you can make that, and a apartment. And I had seen that one a long time ago, and I thought about it just because, like I said, I like the buildings, I like the architecture. I do like those modular ones, because if you get enough of them, you can I feel like I'm supposed to, here it is. There it is. Let's get the rest of these. These big ones will get destroyed if I open them up. Let's see if there's any more. I gotta hit that switch. That should open those platforms over to the left. So yeah, I was looking at that. They also had like the Natural History Museum, but that thing was $300. But the Tudor was like, it it was 130. And it's actually, you know, I consider it it's a bit of a bargain in the way it's priced, because it's, I think I have to get up there somehow. It's 100 and there we go. I take that and then I got it. Yep. Open that and then jump over there. It's like, how many pieces is it? A lot. 2,000 something. Oh, but actually I think it's like 3,000 pieces, come to think of it. It's quite a few. And so it was a really, really good deal. And it was 230, which is not too much over my budget. You know, it's like just a hair over. And so I ended up picking that up. And so, up, there we go. This should... Let's Lando get up there. Go down here, and maybe there's going to be a switch over here that's going to open up that other platform. Yep, there we go. And that's going to work us over to the other side. Perfect. It's pretty slick. I like this level. Yeah, so I picked that up. You know, the architecture builds are not as technically exciting as like the spaceships. The spaceships are always like really ingenious in the way they accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. But again, I like the architecture, and so I think it's going to be pretty fun. I'm gonna work on that over the course of. There we go. I'll work on that over the course of. It's a big one, so that's probably going to be you know, over the course of a week or whatever that I do it. Let's pick this guy up. Let's kill him. Kill him. I feel like I gotta color match something. What am I doing here? Ah, all right. See that right down there? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I got to do these until all those lights turn green. I think I saw the bottom one turn green back here when it was blue. Perfect. Bickety bam. Before I go in there, though, let's take a look at this, because I feel like there's probably an easy mini kit sitting over here or something. Zip. Ah. Let's hit these. Han should be up here, too. Where's Han? Come on, Han. Get up here. Chewie. Good grief. Go. Go, boys. Get up here. Nice. Yeah. Hit the buttons. Not sure what this is going to do, but I feel like it's probably necessary. Well, I guess we're just going in here now. I don't know what that accomplished at all. But we'll just pretend that it helped to open this door for whatever reason. Those guys out. Excellent. Excellent. Build another one of these. I think that does the same thing. Yeah, I feel like that's not going to be necessary. All right. Go ahead. All right. Build this. Yeah, I'm digging this level. I'm already liking this. This is of the, I would have to say, even though Return of the Jedi is my least favorite movie of the original trilogy, I think as of now, it is shaping up to be my favorite episode in Complete Saga. I'm liking these, I'm enjoying these levels. They're not too confusing. There was the first one had a little section in there that was a little confusing, but that was just because my old eyes, the old man eyes, were not seeing the little things on the floor, which were once I saw them, They made complete sense, very obvious in the way they look. Oh, that looks like C-3PO needs to stand here. Not sure why. Oh, who knows? Ah, wait. There. There we go. Hit that panel. Beep, 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 beep. Activates the elevator. And he's the one that needs to go up there, obviously, because his picture is right there on it. They all go up there. Good. Good, good, good. That probably brings me right back down to where I started. Blow some stuff up. There we go. It's always satisfying. So satisfying. Is this going to build another radio? What is this one doing? It is. Ha! That was a joke. All those radios from the last episode. Last chapter. Nice. So, yeah. So now that we're getting to the end, let's we're going to talk a little bit about what's the question of the week going to be. And I think the question this week is going to be, it's obvious because we're finally getting to the end of the walkthrough, is your favorite episode. I am, of the whole thing, this might, when I get to the end of this is somewhat in the running. I actually quite enjoyed episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I think it had some really great moments. The pod race was a heck of a lot of fun. The Darth Maul fight was a great boss fight. Interesting. Those things, what purpose do these things serve? Do they serve a purpose? I don't know. Let's build them back up again, though. It was a lot of trouble just to build these things. So I feel like they must serve a purpose. Even though I can destroy them. Is there anything else up here? Nope. Can you move that? Nope. What? Oh, there we go. Luke, you need to come over here. And, aha. Yep. That's going to open up the floor. Interesting. All right, I got it. Yep. I jump on one, C-3PO goes in. I was trying to do like some kind of weird pattern matching thing. You don't need to do that. Each one of these, you step on one, 3PO comes over and steps on the other, and biggity bam. Okay, we just built a disco ball. That's awesome. That's funny. That's not in the movie. But yeah, like right now, I think episode 1's going to be I'm going to say is just from not from a movie standpoint, and probably not from a nostalgic movie moment standpoint. That one's going to go to potentially this one or Empire with those great little movie moments. But from a level design, episode 1 was just fantastic because there was nothing frustrating about it. It was everything was very clear what you were supposed to be accomplishing. The levels themselves didn't overstay their welcome. Let's say they weren't too long, which some people probably like that. Doesn't matter. Oh, here we go. Nice. They're actually doing it. Lego is gonna strangle Jabba. Yeah, and he's dead. They don't have him show him breathing and being knocked out like they do in kids' games sometimes. No, he's dead. That's awesome. Oh, and we're not done yet. Yeah, we gotta blow up the ship and escape still. So, what do we got? We got things to. Let's just do a quick run through here and see what we can. Okay, I need 3PO over here. I got a thing to build here. This is. I don't know. Even though there was some frustration in the last episode, I'm feeling the potential here for this to be a very, very strong finish. Luke needs to go up there. I need Luke up there. I push this over here. Let's sit 3PO over there. There we go. Oopsie doodle. This thing needs to go over here, probably. Yep, I gotta push that all the way over there. So let's shoot these guys. Let's see if we can get that over there. Excellent. Yeah, I'm having fun with this. The frustration in the first one was my own fault. I don't really know how I missed those little. I mean, they're little. I joke that it's my old man eyes, but they're not that little. They shouldn't. I shouldn't have missed those things like I missed them. Let's see what I'm supposed to do next. Okay, Luke can get over onto the next floor. Come on, Luke. Those two things. Have to break that box somehow, I'm sure. There we go. Let's get him up there. Built a thing that I can't use. I can't use that. Okay. Be over here. This. Yep. Build that. These are going to create a way to get up there, I'm guessing. How do I get everyone else up here? Not sure. Maybe take these out. When in doubt, destroy everything. This, you need a little guy to get through. Yeah, maybe this is gonna feel like there's a piece of this ramp missing. That. There we go. That did it. Open that. Excellent. And hit that. Open that. This is very awesome. Very awesome. I'm enjoying this. Now this can go there. And now he can go up there and he can get on that big old cannon. And I see what we got to do. Maybe I need R2 first. It's not actually shooting anything. There we go. All right, I gotta get that. I do need to get that glass off of there. There we go. There it is. There it is. This is gonna get me back here somehow. Awesome. Perfect. Boop. That opens that up. Now I can probably... This thing needs to get pushed out. How do I do that? Let's go back down the other side. There we go. Just shoot it. It was a similarly covered wall to that thing. That's all right. Whatever. We're not questioning it. We got it. This is coming over here. Luke needs to use his force powers on that. There we go. That is going to what? It's going to let 3PO get up there. I still don't know how to take this thing out, though. Oh, my gosh. Seriously. Oh my god. It was sitting right there. What? I had to jink. All right. Lego jank. That's the title of this episode, Lego Jank. It was sitting right there. It was literally sitting right there. All I had to do is push it a little bit, nudge it a little bit to the left. That is ridiculous. That is far too much time spent screwing around with this. All right, I think I need R2 to once again activate this. Yeah, I need R2. He's going to activate the gun so that I can shoot it. I can shoot that other thing, and good grief. That just flat out annoys me because I had it right. It was there. Everything is, everything is where it was. I'm looking at it. I've obviously got the thing where I think it should be, and all it was is just a little jankiness and where you need to. Oh, annoying. Here we go. Here's the awesome swing. Da-da-da. Over to the other sand skiff. They're going to jump over. There's a guy. Don't forget the droids. That was pretty awesome, though. Other than that, at Sour, it was doing so well. It was doing so well. And then that little thing had to just sour the whole bit. And that I don't blame on my lack of observation skills like the other piece. It was sitting where it needed to be. See, so when people talk about how the Complete Saga is the well, hold on. I'm gonna get a little critical. I'm gonna get a little critical after this crawl. Let's go. We finished the thing. Now we're gonna, where are we going to move to Endor? Is Endor next? Let's see. Return to the Jedi, Chapter 3, Speeder Showdown. Yep. Oh, this should actually be fun. The Rebel Alliance has learned of the new Death Star and launches a daring plan to destroy this evil weapon before its construction can be completed. The Rebel fleet is readied for an assault, and a small strike unit lands on the nearby forest moon of Endor. Led by Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, their mission is to destroy the shield generator, which protects the deadly Imperial space station. Cool. All right. I'm wondering if this is like a speeder race zipping around. I wonder if this is going to be kind of like the pod racing scene, which I enjoyed quite a bit. We'll see how this is. But yeah, I'm going to get a little critical on the Complete Saga. A lot of people say that this is the best Star Wars Lego game. I don't think they don't say this is the best Lego game. That'll go to there's several. That Marvel superheroes, maybe the original Marvel superheroes might be, if you aggregated all the people's opinions or something like that, that probably would be the most popular answer. But most people will actually say that this is the best Star Wars Lego game. And that's up against what? What do we got? That's up against interesting. That's up against what are the other Star Wars games? You got the Clone Wars is one, which I have actually not played yet. I own it, but I have yet to play it. I'll be doing a playthrough of that at some point. Force Awakens had its own game for just the going on here. Yeah, I got to stand on here and Luke will raise me. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Nice. And obviously the Skywalker Saga. Those are your other Star Wars games. And most people will put this one at the top. And it wins in the nostalgia department without a doubt. But there's a lot of jankiness in this game. I'm gonna make a review of this and talk about it a little more thoroughly. But there's a lot of frustrating moments where if you take the frustrating moments of just, like after the original trilogy, actually after the first 2 episodes, I think I haven't had a video yet where I haven't had to edit out some sort of lengthy me running around not sure what the heck to do scenario. And it always turns out to just be some little weird esoteric thing. In the last case, it was just like, I would almost call that it's not a bug, but it's just janky design. Where I am, where it's just a matter of, no, you did what you're supposed to do. Oh. 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 Obama. Which way am I supposed to go here? I'm supposed to go the other way. I know it. The other way we were facing. Let's head this way. So if you take that stuff away, this game is awesome. You know, I do, even though the levels are a little longer, I enjoy them. Those are probably how you do mini kits. Yeah, this does have this has a pod race feel to it. I like this. This is fun. Honestly, you know, the jankiness, I'm not sure what I would have to put in first place. Maybe I like the Skywalker Saga quite a bit. It's a little too. I don't like that you can't replay the walking bits, I guess you would call them, of the story. There's a bunch of the story that gets told outside of levels. And the levels are the only things you can replay. So there's a ton of story content that you can't replay in Skywalker Saga. That is a mistake, plain and simple. They should have figured out a way to let you replay this stuff. Oh, geez, Louise, we got an AT-AT. What do we need to do here? What do we got to do? Let's take these guys out. Are they going to keep spawning in? How do I take that AT-AT out? I think there's going to be something I need to blow up so that I can build. Maybe. I didn't even notice if you can shoot things with those speeder bikes. I'll get on one of these babies and see if I can zip around and. Oh yeah, I can. Should be able to actually take this thing out. There it is. And booyah! Probably got to destroy that thing. That will take out the shield wall. Looks like I got 4 of these things I need to. Let's get on Luke. Boop. Well, what was that? What caught? See? I didn't do anything. There's very little reason why that happened. There we go. Ooh. All right. All right. Now I gotta. Yeah. All right. So I just. Good grief. All right. This is a little involved. So you got to destroy a certain number of guys, and then you'll get into this little area. And I'm going to build another AT-AT in here. I'm quite sure. There's his feet. And once I build the AT-AT, I will be able to destroy another one of those things. I think I got to do it like 4 times. So I can destroy a certain number of, it looked like there were lights that I was... Oh my gosh. This is the other mechanic in these games that I don't... It's when they start flooding you with enemies and like... You can't get anything done because like these guys they just keep spawning over and over and over again, and every time you try to do something they shoot ya and oy oy oy. Oy boy. Let's go build an AT-AT. Here we go. That there. Nice. Now I should be able to get in here and let's destroy that thing. There we go. That's 2. Now we got to do that 2 more times. Gotta get back on our bike. And 2 more times we got to go blow some guys up. All right, I'm understanding how this is all working. So now I got to kill 4 of these speeder dudes. which is kind of a pain, but not too bad. Gotta flip whenever they flip so that they don't get behind me. And then I just gotta keep getting close and hitting them. There we go. There's one of them. One. 3 more. These guys can be a little... There we go. That's 2. Got 2 more coming out. Nice. And then it's going to bring us to another thing. All right. Yeah. All right. So this level makes sense. Kill these guys. Go to a little arena. Kill some waves. Build an AT-AT. And those guys should be both close to dead. Build an AT-AT. Take out that little thingy to turn off one of the lights, and when all 4 lights have been dealt with, it'll open up a new path, and that'll let me. There we go. That's 3. Come on, 1 more. There we go. Oh, I'm close. Come on. Got him. Right. Oh, that let me in right away. Let's see if I can just do this. Yeah, let's just get it done. Yeah, that one was significantly easier. Much quicker. Let's jump out of here and let's just get on the speeder. We don't have to mess with any of that malarkey. There we go. And then 1 more. How many? I gotta take out 5 guys this time. It's been going up each time by 1. Oh, yeah, 1 more. 1 more and we're good to go. I see this. We got a bridge. Oopsie doodle. All right, here we go. I got a bridge. I can run across here. There it is. And... nice. Awesome. All right, cool. That was messing with me a little bit. Just ought to lower these spears down. And excellent. We'll build the rest of this AT-AT. And then I think I'm going to have to destroy those 2 those things. Yep. Now I got to go over there and use that to build a bridge. Boop. Excellent. Now we get back in here, and now we should be able to walk this sucker right over there and take out this last. Well, finally, this thing is another never-ending level. Love it. So, what do you guys think? All right, let's hear your opinion on. So, the Lego jank. That is, I mean, it is part of the experience. Do you guys I get a little frustrated when, you know, I like these games for collecting, and I just, you know, I don't want to. I like to get to burn through the levels kind of quickly, and you know, or for at least things to be smart about how they're designed and not have to, yeah, you know, not to have a hard time figuring stuff out. You know, very low key. I enjoy that about but what do you guys think? Like, maybe I'm in the minority here, and maybe like this, you know, running back and forth and stuff, maybe that doesn't frustrate people. And maybe they're all totally cool with that and the way it is. So what do you tell? Let's get a little conversation about that going. What is this? Doesn't seem to do much. Let's just hit these suckers. Is this going to let R2 out? Nope. It's going to... I need a stormtrooper for that. Up here. Oh, hey. What do we got? All right, I got to turn each of the... Obviously, I have to hit each of these suckers. Probably going to... Oh, yeah. That's going to take that AT-AT out in some way. Or maybe this is how you disable the shield. Because that is what I'm trying to accomplish. At the end of the day, I'm trying to disable the shield so that they can go and attack the Death Star. 1, 2, 3. One more. Let's go, baby. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about, what's your opinion on this and like the jankiness that I complain about a lot of times. And yikes. Come on, baby. I need to stand here? What do I need to do? Ah! Awesome! Alright, I know what I gotta do. I gotta turn and destroy those things. Oh, this is awesome. But see, that's what I mean. You get all that jank and all that frustration, and then all of a sudden, look at this. Now I'm in an AT-AT, just laying waste to those. It's fun. Let's see, this is gonna send me back over here. And I got two more levers to hit. 1, 2, and that did it. That should disable the shield. Let's see if that's going to finish this off. Yeah, so you get the frustration, but then you get these amazing moments that are mixed in, and you kind of forget about the janky moments, and all of a sudden you're left with just the coolness of it all. So, and that finished it. That took a long, whoa, big tired stretch because that took a long time. Princess Leia Endor. We're already at an hour and a half in our recording. We're cutting a lot of this stuff out, so you won't see it as that long of an episode, but like I'm at an hour and a half of filming right now. And that was was that chapter 3? I think I got 3 more left. Let's see. It was 3 or 4. I think it was 3. I think we're going to have 4 now. So this might, the record for recording time was like 2 and some hours. Well, I wonder if we're going to hit 3 hours this time for recording. Let's see. Chapter 4. Yeah, we still got 3 left. Chapter 4, Battle of Endor. As the Rebel fleet draws closer to the Death Star, Luke Skywalker has turned himself over to Imperial forces and heads to the Death Star for a final confrontation with Darth Vader. The commando team led by Han Solo makes its way towards the Imperial shield generator on Endor, but the Rebel forces are lured into a trap. Although it appears incomplete, the Death Star is already fully functional, and a deadly surprise lies in wait for the intrepid Rebel strike team. Yeah. All right, this is where we're taking out the shield generator. That first one was not taking out the shield generator. Oh, geez. Now we're going to get the Ewoks. Chewie, stop thinking with your stomach. Amazing. Oh, that's right. And then 3PO they worship 3PO as a god, as a deity. That's right. I always thought that was kind of funny. He's going to tell the story, and they're all going to get very sympathetic, and then they're going to agree to join them in the fight to take out the shield generators. And they all think it's a big joke. It's like, okay, yeah, great allies here. But they do actually end up kicking some butt. So, anyone who didn't know this, so the thing about the Ewoks, the original idea was for this to be Kershik or whatever. It's the Wookiee planet. We do not have force powers now. This was originally supposed to be a Wookiee planet. And I guess it ended up being, it was like too expensive to film that way or something. There were some logistical reasons why it just wasn't going to work. And so they ended up replacing Wookiees with Ewoks, which, I could imagine it changes the whole tone of the film. The Ewoks are, they're cute. They're the kid thing. They're the thing that most people find least favorite about this movie is the Ewoks, the inclusion of the Ewoks, because they take a fairly serious film in general, and then you've got this weird little, very kitty section in the middle that's suddenly there, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, if you take those away, take away the Ewoks and replace them with Wookiees, now all of a sudden you've got a less comedic relief, much more true, serious thing, you know, like there's nothing jokey about that. And I think that would have probably improved the movie quite a bit. Because like I said, the Ewoks are, they've always been considered kind of the jokey. They took this movie in a bit of a weird direction. Everything else is it's a very serious story. And yeah, so it would have been great if they could have done it, but it was too expensive. You know, it's not like they didn't have CGI back then. Maybe they had trouble making the suits look good. Finding enough people to play. I don't know. But it was always one of those, is there an Ewok that I could... Oh, yeah, there it is. I actually have one in my party. Good. Because these guys are short. They're like Anakin. They can go over here. And they should be able to build. That's going to let me build this ramp. Get everyone over. All right. These guys they don't have guns, but they have slingshots, which are surprisingly effective. They're a little slow. A little slow in their animations. Is that going to be a C-3PO or an R2-D2? Let's see. It's 3PO. Let's get him over there. Open that up. So what are those what could have been moments? Planet of Wookiees. Now they ended up doing the whole Planet of Wookiees in... It was Clone Wars, right? Yeah, the second Attack of the Clones, not Clone Wars. Attack of the Clones had the Wookiee planet in it. And that was pretty cool, but I think it would have been much cooler in this context. I think it would have been amazing, because I really like Jedi. The only thing, the original trilogy is so good that the inclusion of the Ewoks kinda not ruins it. It doesn't ruin it at all. It's still a fantastic movie, but it brings it down. It brings it down a level. If you get rid of the Ewoks, and now all of a sudden you've got a really, really good movie that's in contention for up there with Empire. Yeah, man. Nice. We gotta put that somewhere. I think it's gotta go over there. There we go. I hit that a few times. That'll keep these guys from spawning in. It's these endless waves. Always very annoying. And one more. One more. Whew. All right. I think this is going to go over there. Where the yellow doodads are. That's not the way I gotta push it. Really? Here. A little bit of a puzzle on how to get this thing over there. Will I make it past that? Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Excellent. Now. Nope. Now I should be able... Nope. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Annoying. Okay, what am I doing here? Oh. I need someone that can jump. I need double jumping. Maybe that will do it. Nope. Maybe the Ewoks can... Who knows? Let me see how these guys jump. Nope. Maybe I gotta blow these up. I also see a little hatch. All right, here we go. Yep. Send him up there. Hit that switch. Very good. Boop. That'll lift that up there. And then we can push it. Go. Click. Excellent. Whew, there we go. Now, we should be able to go down there and unlock whatever this is. It's going to get us further in. That was kind of fun. This is this level's pretty fun. I'm liking this. Awesome. Down we go. And let's take all these guys out. These, I noticed you do this. This is the strategy for these things when you keep getting hit over and over again and it interrupts the build. If you stop building, it'll maintain however much it was built. If you're just building continuously and you get hit, it'll start all over again from scratch. Yeah. Build this. Give that a push. That's going to open up the little... There we go. Let's see if he can jump up there, though. Might need to get him on there first. Nope. Perfect. Excellent. Get up there, hit the button. Go, Ewok. Nice. That switch. Lovely. Lovely. On we go. Further in. Awesome. Yeah, I'm digging this episode, this chapter, this level. It's definitely minimal frustration. And excellent. Huh. Let's see what this John Deere tractor up. Come on, get in there. Never mind. It's just going to be a mini kit. We're skipping it. We are loaded. We are taking a long time to get through this, so we're not going after any mini kits. All right, 3PO, we need you over here. Get that opened up. Bazooka. Let's hit these. Hits 3. Oh, this is kind of nifty. We've got... You're splitting the team up. Maybe I gotta go over there and build something. Yeah, let's go over here. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I need the Ewok dude for this one. Come on, baby. Here we go. Hit that. Zip. Can the Ewoks build? They can. Let's take those out. That's cool. Come on, dude. Let's go. There we go. That's kind of cool, actually. I did enjoy that. That's nice. Send him up there. Any point to that? Nope. Sure isn't. Alright, let's keep running. Keep going. That looks like something you need the Force to get through, so we're going to skip that. We're going to continue down. Awesome. Oh, we got a catapult. We had some of this stuff in the movie with these. That was what the Ewoks were good at. Is okay, what are we doing? What are we doing? Nice. Ooh. Ah, gotta turn it. There we go. All right. Nice. Wrong button. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, that was cool. Yeah, see this, I'm digging this level. I'm digging this one. All right, let's see if we can get this guy out. There we are. We can. Now we should be able to march this sucker right down there and take everyone out. Awesome. I love the ATS. I love these piloting these things. It's fun. A lot of fun. Build a ramp over there. What else do I gotta do? Let's destroy everything else we can while we're in this thing. There we go. And that'll lower that. And that will blow something up. Oh, here we go. This is nice. Oh, so much better. From there. Cool. And then I'm going to push that down to the bottom. Probably going to be some kind of bomb or whatever. Going to get that door open. And we should actually be close to the end of this because this is the shield. This room is this is the shield generator in here. All right. Let's get R2 up there. Awesome. And then we're going to be moving on to the Death Star. We're probably going to have one episode, one chapter that's going to be destroying the Death Star, and one chapter that's going to be the final battle between Luke and Vader, which is going to be epic. I'm looking forward to that. Both of those sequences are going to be great. What am I missing? I'm missing walking up to the door. That's what I'm missing. All right. Excellent. Let's hit this. Awesome. I got to do that 4 times, it looks like. What else we got in here? Here's some... there we are. That one. Excellent. digging this. This is a great level. It's longer, but it's not frustrating in the way the other ones are. It's, for the most part... Oh, there's a helmet. There's a helmet thingy back here in the other room. Let's go snag one of those helmets. Oops. Ah, who knew you could do that? You could actually step out of the way. Oh. She's already wearing a helmet. Ah, because she's got a helmet on. That's hilarious. All right. Those little details. Little details. All right, let's hit this. That's going to activate something. Not sure what that did. I have no idea. All right, well, let's jump up here. I'm going to need 3PO up here. Oh, we got a little purple force field there. Let's push this over there. Maybe that'll disable that force field right there. Ah, gives me a ramp. That will get 3PO up here, which will disable that shield, which will let me hit that switch. And that'll take care of the second of 4 thingies that we need to hit to disable this stuff. All right. Excellent. Han, get in there. Go hit that. Go hit that lever. Yep, there we go. It's the purple one. I got 2 more. I'm guessing they are... Oh. Let me see if I can get R2 into here. No? Yeah, that, I don't know. Not sure what that accomplished. I feel like there's still more in there to do. But let's go over here. See what there is to see. Anything needs blowing up. I'm hearing bricks like tickling around, and that usually means that there's something. Ah, there we go. Nice. Let's see what else we got down here. Well, let's get R2 in there and hit this. Oh, I know what I got to do. There we are. Okay. Yeah. I think I got to put him there. Yeah, see, there's a... When I do this, watch what happens here. Nope. All right, now I got to go here. I got to build whatever this thing is. There we are. Do that. Okay, cool. We need 3PO over here again. But he could get up there now. Over here. This is going to disable the switch. I wonder if... Can he do... He's missing an arm. I'll bet he can't do it. Nope, he can't. Cannot. It switches because he's missing an arm. But Chewie can. That's 3. And we've got 1 more. 1 more thing to do. And I'm not sure what it is. Let's go look over here. All right. Finally. Oh my gosh. That. All right, now I gotta build this. Gonna be a, yep. Gonna send the Ewok in. I saw this little door's been sitting here annoying me. Let's see if, yep. And now he can hit that, and that will do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Ay. I'm putting today down as one of the more frustrating, ones. We are at, what? A little over 2 hours now. Here we go. We can hit that. We got 4 buttons to construct. And then we're going to blow this sucker up. We're almost done. We are almost done, thankfully. And then we got 2 more. 2 more after this. Huzzah! There we go. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna cut it. I can tell because this is frustrating. I end up with all this dead space because I'm getting irritated and all that. And I'm gonna end up cutting this down to, hopefully I can, it won't be an hour, but maybe an hour and a half I can get this sucker down to, because there's gonna be big giant chunks that are just getting excised out of this. All right, there we go. We got no studs hardly. We got 1 gold brick. Oh my gosh. 2 more levels. That was an endurance run, my man. All right, Return of the Jedi. This is going to be, is it going to be Jedi Destiny? No, this will be the Luke and Vader's whatever combat. As the battle between Imperial and Rebel forces rages around the second Death Star, Luke Skywalker confronts Darth Vader. His father, once Anakin Skywalker, from boy slave on Tatooine to hero of the Clone Wars to Sith Lord, feared throughout the galaxy. Anakin Skywalker's path has been dark indeed. In front of Emperor Palpatine, his villainous master Vader must now face his son and reclaim his fate. Awesome. Yeah, the duel. This is going to be Luke and Vader. Okay, yep. Oh, yeah. This is where he turns himself in. And then they're going to jump onto that Imperial shuttle and they're going to head up to the Death Star. And then the last chapter is going to be another Death Star destruction, like A New Hope. Ooh, I'm yawning. Dun, dun, dun. All right, here we go. Awesome. This is such a fantastic. This may actually be of the original trilogy. The ending sequence here, where you are, you've got the planet, you've got the shield, taking down the shield. You've got this, and they separate it out here, but you've got the shield, you've got this, and you've got the space battle, and they're all happening cinematically. They're all happening at the same time. What do we got? All right. And it's really, really awesome. It may actually be from a scene standpoint, a section standpoint. This is potentially my favorite part of all of the trilogy. Because it's so good. It's amazing. Full of action. It's just full of drama. You've got Vader's redemption in there. So much happens. Everything, you got your sequence where things just look like they are. There's no hope. There's absolutely no way that they're gonna be able to figure it out, and yet they do, and it's so good. Love it. Let's take this guy out. Come on. Come on. Die. There we go. It was about time. Doosh, doosh, doosh. Let's see. Did Vader have a purple lightsaber? I don't think so. This is, I don't remember a purple lightsaber. His lightsaber was red. Oh, it was purple because of the power-up. All right, yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, what's with the purple lightsaber? It's because of the power-up. Let's go get some blues back here. We got a lot of good studs back here. Not gonna worry too much about it, but there we go. Yes. Where is Palpatine? Where are you, Palpatine? Put this together. All right. Build this. This is all going to come together. We got a fan. The fan needs to go first. We put the fan there. Boom. Yeah. This is cool. I'm loving this level so far. Everything makes sense. Oh. Oh. Yikes. All right, hold on. Let's wait. I see what we got to do. Wait. Now we can take him out. Come on, Luke. Take him out. Boom. And I love that Luke and Darth Vader are both, again, in the movie, it's just Vader coming to realize that he still has good in him and taking out Palpatine and throwing him down a well. Or throwing him down a well, basically. But I'm digging this level of working together to take out the Emperor, a dual-sided boss battle here. This is amazing. Having to constantly go between them as one is tied up. The other can attack. All right, we're halfway there. Come on. Come on. There we go. Booyah. All right, next section. Oh, this might, so far I'm having a really great time with this boss fight. This might take it. Up till now, I think my favorite boss fight was probably Darth Maul. That was pretty good. The Vader one in Bespin was pretty good, but I think Maul still had it. But this is fantastic. Everything about this is just great. What's that? I need a bounty hunter for that. Ah! Ah! Up he goes. Now I think we need Vader because this looks like... Excellent. What are we doing here? Interesting. These guys are pretty tough. I always like these guards, the minifigure or the action figures. I remember having the Star Wars toys growing up. always loved the, I had a couple of these guys. The Royal Guard, they're called. And yeah, they're great. They're tough. That take a lot of work to... All right, let's see. There we go. Through the power of friendship, the power of working together, we shall. The power of love and... Come on. There we go. Send them over there. Family, the power of family, not friend. It's the power of family. And through that power of family, we are going to take out the Emperor. Come on. We're so close. We're almost there. We got one more heart. We're so close. Come on, Father. Let's go, Dad. Help me. Nice. Yes! And down he goes. That was awesome. All right, that's it. That's the best boss fight of the entire Complete Saga. That's, if I start ranking boss fight, this might be the best level. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. See, that's what I mean. All the frustration leading up till now, it's all of a sudden gone. You forget all about it. You've got this great sequence. It was such a masterful boss battle. Not too hard, but it's got father and son working together. And then you get that great movie moment of him lightning in Luke, and Vader grabs him and picks him up and throws him down into the whatever the heck, the big tube. That's pretty funny. And now you have him escape. All right, here we go. In the movie, he's escaping just as the thing is about to blow up. That was great. All right, we're skipping through this because everything is taking so long. And we've got one more, and it's going to be a vehicle mission. I know it. We're going to end on such a sour note. Although the Death Star was a vehicle mission in the first, in The New Hope, and it was fine. So we'll see. Chapter 6, Into the Death Star. Yeah. With help from the Ewoks, the rebels have finally managed to destroy the Death Star shield generator on Endor. In the sky above, the rebel fleet has come under intense fire from Imperial craft and the Death Star itself. Many ships have been destroyed. General Lando Calrissian is now able to lead the final assault on the Empire's ultimate weapon and pilot the Millennium Falcon deep into its dark heart. Yes. I loved the space battle. It was so epic. It still is. It was unbelievable to see it in the theater, and even now, however many years, like decades later, there's no CGI back then. You guys got to remember, it's a trap. Yes. Oh my God. We're gonna get do it. Tell me. Come on. Do it. Say it. Say it. Say it, Akbar. Say it. We know what it is. We know it's a trap. Oh, yeah. See? All done with models. All done with models and composite effects by ILM. Oh, looks like... all right, what do we got to do? What am I trying to destroy here? All right, let's destroy some cannons. I am not entirely sure what... Oh. Yep. I see those bulbs. Here we go. Nice. I saw those on another... There we go. That's one down. There was another one over here. Let's get this one here. All right, so I got to take out the TIE fighters. Pick up the torpedoes. So even though this is a vehicle mission, these are not as bad as the other ones are just horrible. The other Death Star run where you had to do the same kind of thing. You had to pick up the torpedoes and kind of fight your way through. Not as bad. Not awesome. I'm not going to pretend, a vehicle mission is somehow great. The only one that we're truly okay with is the pod race. Where's the guy? Torpedoes. Where are you? There you go. The bombers. The TIE bombers is what they're called. There's one. Come on. Die! Die! There we go. Pick that up. Get over here. And take that out. That's another one down, and I think there's one more over here, and that's gonna finish these, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Go. Pick that up. Come on, get it. Let's not risk it. Let's take that one out. I got one more. There it is. Yes. Yes. Now what? Don't tell me I missed one. I feel like we should be flying towards that Death Star now. Yes. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Ah. All right, now we're going to fly into... yeah. See, I like this better than the... So you had the trench run in New Hope, which is how they took out the first Death Star. I like this better when they fly inside and they kind of zip through the whole internal structure, and then they get down to the, the reactor room or whatever. I like that a lot more. Even cinematically, like, I do think that this sequence, this space sequence, is probably my favorite. It really is probably my favorite single scene in all of Star Wars. Like, no other, these up. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with these. Oh, there it is. I see what I'm supposed to do. Destroy that, destroy that. There we go, send that over. I think I need 2 more. Pick up 1. Pick up 2. Might as well pick up 3. There's 1. There's 2. Come on. Go, baby, go. Yeah, this is my single favorite moment of all the Star Wars films. And, ooh, there we go. Gotta get these 4. And this is awesome, too. All right. Return of the Jedi is ending strong. The first, it started good. Like I said, the only frustration I had at the beginning was my own fault for not seeing those little doodads on the floor. The middle was very not strong. Very not strong at all. Frustrating as all get out. Oh, don't tell me. Come on, really? Pick them up. Pick them up. Pick them up. Pick them up. Okay, 1 short. Let's go get the other one. Pick up some extras in case we get hit. But the level before this one is potentially the best level in the whole game. And this is also extreme, even though it's a vehicle mission. This is awesome. I love this. Very makes you think of the movie, the scene. The controls aren't too bad on this. You're not doing that horrible cables dragging bombs mechanic. That just is unbelievably frustrating. All right, we've got 3 bombs here. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? What am I supposed to hit? Oh yeah, here we go. We're getting down into the middle. Come on, pick them up, pick them up, pick them up. I think I just have to. I gotta get into the middle here. There's 1. There's 2. Come on. Take it out. That opens that up. Oh, baby. Baby, baby, here we go. Oh, yeah. All right, let's take these things out. We've got... all right, don't worry about that. Pick them up. Stop it. Stop it. What am I supposed to be doing here? I feel like controls are getting a little wonky. There we go. Gotta get 1 more. I had 2. That's annoying. I gotta get 1 more. Come on. I feel like this is supposed to open somehow. Maybe not. All right, I gotta go fly out, and I gotta go pick up some torpedoes. Let's go back out here. Where are they? They're back a ways. The last ones I remember seeing were way back here. A lot. There's a good long way that I feel like there's probably one up there that I just didn't see. Here it is. Let's pick up 3. We need to pick up 3, so if we get hit. Come on. There we go. There's 3. Oh, I got another mini kit. I'm doing pretty decent with the mini kits. Even though I have absolutely no idea how I'm collecting them. All 3 of them again. There we go. There we go. We're close. Theoretically, we just got to do one more, and then I don't know what else we got after that. There we go. Get that going. Oh, a red brick! Oh my gosh! What are we supposed to be doing here then? That. I feel like I'm missing something. I didn't even need those. Oh my gosh, I got a red brick. Amazing. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh. Come on. Destroy that. It's obvious I gotta come on. There we go. Okay, I gotta just, yeah, I think I gotta, I don't know if it's random, but it's, come on. I gotta fly around until all of these get dealt with. Oh, there we go. Jeez Louise, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, boy! There you go. Now we got to escape. Oh, yeah, of course we got to do this. This is the best. Yes, this is great. You know, it's not really particularly realistic. You're, you know, outrunning fire. Well, I mean, it's a spaceship, maybe. This is just a great sequence. You're gonna, and then that awesome shot is gonna come flying out at the end. Oh, yes. Yes, do it. We're so close. So close. Come on, baby. We are so close. We can do it. Show me the money. Wow, 6 mini kits. That's awesome. We're killing it with the mini kits. Come on. Oh, gosh. Come on. We can do it. Go, Lando. Come on, Lando. You're killing it. Do it. I can't believe I got a red brick. I wonder what it's going to be. That's 2 red bricks that I managed to collect in the campaign. Yeah! Huzzah! Oh, yes. There it is. Boom. Oh, my. Oh, I feel like I ran a marathon. It was a 2.5 hours. That's how long I've been filming for. Oh, my gosh. Like I said, hopefully I get this down to an hour and a half. I can definitely see cutting an hour out of this thing easily. Jump. So here's the worst change. When they did the special editions, they made changes, right? The biggest change that I hated in the special editions, I'm usually okay with it. It's, I don't know, not very necessary, but the one I genuinely didn't like, infinite torpedoes. So that's actually pretty useful. The thing I genuinely could not stand is they changed that song at the end. They made it like this. Oh, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I really quite liked that still. I might get dinged for copyright when I try to upload that too. We'll see. And Mini Kit's awesome. But yeah, they changed that end song, and I did not like the new song at all. I don't understand why they did it. That was like it was just like, it was stupid. It was, I don't know. I'm not sure what George was thinking. George, what were you thinking? You let me know. George, if you see this, comment. Let me know what you were thinking about changing the song. Here we go. All right, Luke is going to cremate Vader. Oh, here we go. We're going to Force Ghost Anakin. They changed this too. They changed the original actor and got rid of him and replaced it with Force Ghost Anakin. That's, again, you know, consistency. I get it. Got the... Yeah. And we're all dancing. And here's the song. Yup, yup. Yup, yup. Ba-dup, ba-dup. Maybe if I think if I talk loud enough over this, ba-da-dup, then maybe it won't ding me so much. Jump-a-doo-ba-dup, because I'd like to keep this in here. I love this ending. It's so great. Ba-dup, lots of celebrating. And Luke is going to look and he's going to see Yoda, Ben, and Anakin all together, happily ever after. And then he's going to go join the party. And there they are, the hero shot. Amazing. And then we end, and I would love to be able to play the Star Wars music right there because it was so epic, but we can't because Disney. That's why we can't. Ugh. And through the end of that campaign, we finished the campaign, and we are a full 1/3 of the way complete with this game. 33. That's a nice little pairing right there, too. Look at that, Luke and Vader. So amazing. All right. Oh, that was amazing. So, plans for this series. I will come back, and I will probably 100% complete this. We'll see. We'll see about coming back and going through all the extra content, collecting all the stuff. I am going to take a break from this series, though, and I'm going to move on to Lego Batman 1. I want to get some Batman content in. I'm going to start preparing for Legacy of the Dark Knight, which is coming out next year. So I will ask if you guys enjoyed this series. I really would appreciate if you would subscribe. It seems like people are watching the videos, which is nice. You know, people that are clicking are tending to watch the whole thing. I'm loving that. Not so much subscribing and liking and commenting, though. And, you know, that does really help the channel. I should have probably asked earlier. And, you know, getting on my knees and begging, please subscribe, please, because I need to, you know, get some engagement going so YouTube will promote this more. But whatever. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification, you know, the 8 billion things that YouTube's got for you to do all those things. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. Like I said, give me a comment on the best moment of all the Star Wars movies. You can go ahead and pull in the well, no, you know, this is Complete Saga, so the first 6 Star Wars movies. Let's not put the sequels in there or the TV stuff, because that all came later. Let me know what your favorite moment is. My favorite moment, like I said, was the end sequence between the Endor fight, the space battle, and Luke and Vader dueling, the whole end sequence of Return of the Jedi. That's just, it's the bomb. Loved it. You let me know what you think. Until next time, like I said, we're going to have some Batman content coming up. We're going to play through that. So join me for that coming up in the weeks to come. And until then, this is Ken with Golden Stud Gaming signing off with Play, Collect, Complete.